Please, what the? You can't attack the woman.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you can't just slap her. You gotta do it harder. Let me do it.
And do you have any way to determine if it's truly abusive, or if it's simply just a training function? You have any way to detect if perhaps there's more underlying besides the surface level?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If a Pokemon is unhappy, then they simply should not be with that trainer.
And if your Yanma isn't happy, you'd be completely fine with releasing it.
We liberate them.
So, since your cause liberation, you find it fine if we liberate your Pokemon from you.
That Pokemon.
I reach for Pokeballs.
That's not even my. She has no Pokeballs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought that they were just saying it.
yeah. I think I should have mentioned that earlier. What's it called? The Yamask was not claimed or whatever by her. It was technically free wild.
They fight. Yes, indeed. We don't catch our own Pokemon. We convince them to fight along our side willingly.
How do you convince them?
Through words and means, like anyone.
Is that right?
And yet I'm not convinced by a thing you're saying.
And yet, when other trainers do it, you think it's fine to liberate them despite them using the same methods?
We don't liberate everyone's Pokemon.
Of course, your own are always going to be free from that exception, even if they change their mind later on.
We don't
free them then.
We only. We're not. We are not. We are not making the same mistake as we did when we started. We are much more selective on our targets.
But when you started, so were you active back then when Plasma originally first emerged?
I believed in our cause. I just didn't realize where some of our higher-ups truly lied.
Yes, I suppose it's a fair cause to want to make sure that all Pokemon have good happiness. But how do you know that you're not being led by that again right now? Granted, I can see that you clearly believe in your cause and you truly just want to help Pokemon out. But, just like what you said before, your superiors had different ideas. How do you know they don't have different ideas now?
Because I have faith. And trust.
But you had faith and trust the first time too, didn't you?
She's different.
She?
Who
is she? How could you be so different from your original superior?
Because she made a vow.
Oh, and I'm sure your superior did as well.
She is not like... She then immediately, like, wide eyes and just shuts the fuck up.
Yeah? Yeah, you say.
Our previous leader. We are here to rectify the mistakes that Team Plasma once made.
By attacking me in the middle of the night without asking what was happening.
You?
On top of that, apparently, from what I've heard, that person was in chains. So, liberation is quite a bit of an odd thing from you.
Yes, I was already trying to help her, and then you kind of ruined that when you came along and, had your mask.
And the fear across her face. Such a fear she had.
You were cornering her.
No. No.
I was giving her a hug. I gave her my coat.
What it sounds like you jumped to a rather quick assumption. Oh, I wonder, did you jump to such a quick assumption with your new she leader? I don't really know what to call her. Your new leader.
You can just call her the new leader. I don't think
I don't know why it's a she.
Your new female leader, Julius. You took a lot of weird info from the female.
Wait! It was an accident. Please don't cancel me.
don't.
Breakdancing bad is now over. You can never reference breakdancing bad again.
I can do whatever I want.
Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah. So how do you know? I mean, what was the vow she made you? Let me guess. We will not repeat their mistakes. We'll make sure that all Pokemon are happy, free. We'll make a utopia. Let me guess. What did she promise? Am I on the money?
She looks down. You're
Oh,
about,
word for word, huh?
about 65%.
What's the other 35%? I wonder if I missed something. Oh yes, equality for all, probably. Now I'm at 75 now.
72. She growls a little. So what, you're just gonna back me into a corner now?
Well, I'm just trying to get all the information I can. After all, you seem so certain that you're in the right here. I want to try to see if you're in the right as well. So please, let's keep talking
I know
more.
I'm right, and I know. And from our information, our intel, we have it on good basis that you're probably one of the reasons that Pokemon was in danger in the first place.
Oh really? And what are your reasons? Because personally, I have never seen that Pokemon before today. I have never seen that Pokemon before
That was
today.
a human being as well.
Oh yeah, that was a human, yeah. So please tell me, what was your evidence?
Tip-offs, intel. We got it all planned. We don't know we don't know why they were there. But we sure as hell know it was one of you rich assholes who did it. And I will tear and what do I see? Except a rich asshole cornering our target.
So
My father is not a rich asshole, and I'm not a rich asshole either, okay?
You are so confident in your information that you could not actually determine which one of us was this person who might have done it. Your information did not even tell you whether or not that was certain. And guess what?
Damn
you
it,
believe
Billy.
in your cause, and that it's faithful, but so did the first generation of Plasma. This doesn't change anything. You having faith does not change the fact that they were still in the wrong.
Then I don't know what to tell you. Because it's clear anything I say won't matter.
I want you to prove to me why you're in the right. So far, it's been contradictions.
Tell us what your mission was. Why you need this girl? Why? Why?
Doing that would betray...
This is your chance to prove to me and everyone in this room that you are in the right and that Plasma has renewed itself with vigor for a great cause.
She looked... Yeah, in a mafia place who is probably gonna go after the same thing. We are not going to go after that what was it?
Poor child. The poor girl. The poor girl.
Indeed.
She's
If anything, we
being.
can make sure she's okay. Oh, bullshit! We know what you pulled to some of our guys. Yeah, but maybe if they got out of our business and then we.
How about this? I'll try to break it up. Like, how about this? If you could just give us a moment, Beatrice, and I'll ask her. Ask her to give us a moment, along with all the mafias.
She takes a breath. Fine. I will. Antonio, come on. Come on. Can I just at least break one of our fingers? No.
I'll give a little bow as they leave. Respectful. They're gone now. So please, describe to Eve to us what your goal was.
We don't. Oh, look.
You don't even have enough faith in your cause to even fully believe what you're saying will be right. How the
All
fuck are you going to lecture us that you're in the right when you can't even say your mission statement?
all we knew was that there was a Pokemon being held captive in that building. Our job was to get it out there, get it out. That was our job. To, no, and stop anyone that tried to stop us.
Noble.
But the Pokemon was already out then. Why did you need to then capture it afterwards?
Follow because if our intel is correct, the person who did it has a lot of connections. If we didn't find where they were and make sure they're safe, who knows who the hell they send after them?
A respectable.
Well, then it's just repeating though. Then if you capture the Pokemon and then you then have to put it in a better, safer spot than that person put it in, then it's just a never-ending loop.
I'll give you the credit for trying to offer it. I'm assuming you were going to offer it sanction, of course. Offer it.
We were gonna.
After. Yes, you were going to.
We were going to help it.
By
See if
offering
we can.
a sanction.
Yeah.
Right? You were not going to force it
unfortunately, we got the wrong room once. And by the time we managed
in.
to
Wrong
actually,
room?
by the time we managed to find her, and get her out, she bolted.
I will describe Gideon's room. Was that the wrong room or the right room?
Shrug. We don't know whose room was whose.
That's what I'm describing it, because Gideon had the little separator in his room that the other one didn't, I'm pretty sure.
That was the room we found her in.
Mm-hmm. So, the blonde most likely is influenced by this shit. He also did have information for the ninja, didn't he?
He did have information on the ninjas. But what I'm remembering, the only thing that I find, like, this is out of character here or whatever, the weird part there is that Gideon, I don't think we saw Gideon actually in that room at any point, but we did see what's called, like, Celine and the other one.
Yeah, we saw the stars.
Mm-hmm. Gideon theoretically could have just been behind, like, the divider, but...
Yeah, because it was Gideon's room, right? When Hermie was checking it out, that was Gideon's room, right?
That was Gideon's room. Door open.
Even if someone planted it, that still doesn't change the fact that he's involved somehow and someone's after him.
No, he's definitely suspicious.
I know, but it's like I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. So yes.
I don't trust it. I feel like he would.
I don't either, but...
My current theory is that, like, Gideon or whatever is using, like, the Miletta's, like, singing power or something to, like, amp up his own stars or whatever. Because we did also see during the fights they were, like, manifesting strange energies.
I did not see that, but yeah.
The rap battles or whatever, not the
fight. Okay. Which means you beat a Meloetta's energy. Holy shit!
That's how good I am at rapping. I mean, I don't think that. I think that even though that I did like win like the roles or whatever, that I think that Patricia was just like inexperienced enough that even with like the flat out wins across the boards that like I wouldn't have. That was me not making a fool of myself.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't like you didn't like it. Like it was very much like up in the air.
I held my ground and did surprisingly well, but I couldn't have won that.
Yeah.
Unless, like, he rolled, like, all nat ones throughout the entire thing.
No, he didn't. He, like, most of the time he was, like, 1 or 2 behind you.
Yeah. It was, like, we were very neck and neck.
So, like, you know, like, he won, like, physically, but you probably, you won on a more spiritual level in the fact that, you know, this new
You forced him to use all of his power. You forced him to go all out.
Yeah. And, like, that is something, you know, that's something. But either way.
Oh, God. But yes. Thank you for divulging information with us.
Cool. When can I leave?
I'm sure they have a few more questions for you, but we'll be sure to ask. there anything else you guys want to ask? And I'll look to Patricia and Dust. And Hermes,
What do you want
I
me
don't know if she's
to
here.
do? What should we do with like your Yamang or it's Yamang? I guess since it's on its
Yama.
own. Yeah, whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
it'll if it's healed, and I hope it's healed, it'll go back home.
Yeah, I would have healed it at like the Pokemon Center or whatever.
Yeah, it can go back to its home. It's done its job.
Okay, I will say like we are in the middle of a city, and I'm not saying like Pokemon can get lost, but like maybe you should be more specific about where its home is.
Pinwheel
So
Forest.
Forest.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go there like really.
So are you using techniques more comparable to Rangers, where you only temporarily hold a Pokemon?
Yeah. We yeah, I guess in a way it fights for itself, we fight for ourselves. That is a way of putting it.
I can see that you definitely have taken precautions to make sure that you don't repeat Plasma, I suppose.
I mean, she did attack me in the middle of the like night.
Yeah, but who hasn't? Let's be honest. At this point, who hasn't done that?
I don't know why people keep attacking me. Really, I'm trying my best. Like I'm just trying to be friendly everywhere I go, and everybody just keeps attacking me.
Yeah.
I was literally just giving the girl a hug, and then I get attacked.
Well, Yama literally just told me that you were there, didn't tell me the situation, and I didn't know you were hugging her. When I turned the corner, he already attacked.
Oh,
well, that doesn't sound like an apology.
That sounds like something that's like pushing the Yama.
That's an excuse, not an apology.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
But also, you were being suspicious as fuck, so
well, you're a... No offense, you're a woman in a
knowledge.
knight costume that came out of nowhere after I've met a girl in chains. What am I... This keeps happening. I get approached by a strange man in an alleyway who says you need to meet the boss, and then I'm at fault for defending myself. I'm taking care of a girl that just was in chains, and I get approached by a strange woman in a knight costume, and I'm supposed to be at fault when I defend myself.
It wasn't a... Oh, Lord, Why
are you even wearing the costume if you were going to be breaking into a building? That's like, why would you leave identifying marks?
She still, like, puts the finger up and then just holds it. Because it's... battle armor? As well? In case we get into a scrap.
Then just wear different armor. Don't put on... This is way too much for, like, it's a stealth mission. You shouldn't be getting into scraps in the first place. If you get into a scrap, you should be running away.
To be fair, you can't really predict what's gonna happen.
She takes...
It's better be prepared for everything than nothing.
She takes a breath.
Yeah, no, I'm actually fine with that. I think that it's better be prepared for everything than nothing.
Yes, but I mean, there's still like better ways to like it's such an identifying mark.
The mark, the mark should be hidden. Like that should be under your clothes, and then you know what I mean. That should be something else.
Like if you can afford battle armor, then you can probably afford like variants on it that aren't extremely obvious.
Yes. Why are we helping her?
Well, I mean, she's gonna take all this information back anyways. I mean, I don't know where she's gonna go after this. I would hope that she maybe doesn't go back to the organization and, you know, tries to say we're their enemies. Like, I don't want to fight organizations. I just wanted to go on a grand journey, and so far it's been nothing but... It's been one or two fun moments, but it's mostly just a lot of getting punched by people. So how did you all obtain information on this Pokemon again, or is there anything else you can tell us? Just
We want to make sure this Pokemon is safe just as you do. Although we
the
might not
human
agree on the
being,
message.
or
If they want to call it a Pokemon, we'll follow them. But yes, although we might not agree on everything, we do want to make sure it's safe, which is something we both agree on.
Okay.
Yoshi?
Sorry.
Yoshi?
Fuck. My. 5 places, 1 person. Ah!
Oh, sorry, you okay?
Yeah, no, I just.
Tag yourself.
I was just confused.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sorry, what's going on?
We basically
we
said,
just-
yeah, we're asking, what information they have on how they found out about it, and I said that although we may not agree on everything, we do want to have this Pokemon or person be safe, so we should at least, you know what I mean? If we can help that, at least
lay out the cards on the table now.
yeah. But like, we want to help too, essentially.
Okay.
We're using the protagonist powers.
We don't know everything. Annoyingly. Of course, we only managed to know they were going to be there through scouting and tracking someone's briefcase or suitcase, I should say. But
Yeah, no, Gideon always has a briefcase.
Somebody was tracking a suitcase?
it was apparently how this group kept her traveling without anyone realizing where she was. But either way, we don't know where she's going. We don't know what anyone's done to her. Which is another reason I may have jumped the gun a little because no offense, but like you could very easily have just been another person trying to lull her back into the trap. Like I
would like to, I don't think I look that. Do I really look that suspicious these days? I'm trying my best to.
It's not that's just.
You had a good motive, and you believed you had a reason. I don't think that anything else. You don't have to explain yourself further. You have whatever justification you have. It's fine.
We don't know where she's gone. But the only thing we have to go off is there were multiple, I suppose, entities that knew about this.
Yeah.
We don't know how many were involved in the capture. We don't know how many were involved. Were involved in potential rescues or trying to keep her under wraps. But this wasn't done alone.
I nod.
I just want to check something real quick. The briefcase, was it a briefcase or a suitcase that I was carrying?
Suitcase. It's suitcase.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
You had her in your hand? Did it not shake or anything?
I mean, I checked out some of the Pokemon in there, but I mean, what's it? I didn't have much time, ninjas,
Oh wait, when you first started the campaign?
Maybe.
Isn't that from your father?
Well, I don't know if that it was. I might be misinterpreting what happened.
No, I think this is a bit. I think that's something. I think that's a plot point we're gonna come back to later. I think the final reveal is the Patricia's father.
Well, she also mentioned tracing the suit. So you said somebody was tracing the suitcase, like with a computer, or
we met. It was a thing. We met it. We tracked it down from airport customs. Being flown in.
Okay.
At least we think.
You know from where it flew from.
Okay, that might be
somewhere else in the region, but that's all we know.
But it was interregional. It wasn't internet. Okay. Patricia, you're from this region, aren't you?
Yes, I am from.
Which means it's not out of the window.
Yeah, and I'm really worried about who might have been tracing this briefcase here, but that's something that's not something something Patricia's gonna try and talk to somebody else about first before she goes to her friends. Oh, God. All right, but do we have any? Okay. Oh yeah. Do ninjas work for you guys? Like like a Sableye girl and an Excelsior or whatever it was. Excel.
She thinks. We've contracted them on occasion, but they're not officially a part of us.
Were they contracted for this one?
Not this one.
But could they have been aware of it?
It's possible, depending on which circles they've been in.
Okay, so your group was looking for it, and do you know what other groups may have been looking for it? Because I think you implied that there were lots of groups that became aware of it.
Motions to the door.
I look at the door. Are they listening in?
No.
We should have really checked
No,
that earlier.
they're currently like taking a fucking sip of cappuccino, like on the outside.
That could have been really bad. We really should have checked to see if they were listening in earlier.
They probably got. I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't wanna put her off, but they probably got bugs in here. Like this is probably bugged. They probably got wires.
Yeah,
They probably got
this is
taps.
probably it's all gonna go. It's already gone.
You know what? While Patricia's talking, I'm gonna
way.
look. While Patricia's talking, I will look to see if there's any like audio taps or visual taps, anything like any like a scene notice.
I'm really sorry about like the whole claiming you had stepped on Voltorb
perception.
Yeah.
Not a high perception, but 7.
I will say, it's bugs, you don't know where they are.
Oh, it is bugged. Okay.
I'm back. So we're talking to this night lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while. Like how far back did you go?
So are you really with the grass terrorists?
No.
The mushroom lady.
What are you guys? Your costumes are out of order.
What?
Dust, you must have missed
the costumes.
Dust, I gave Dust a copy of my father's book, and I think he's been trying to read it this entire time. Dust, this lady's a part of Team Plasma. They're like, I think Julius knows a surprising amount about them. Like, he talked about them.
Danny Boy researches them all the fucking time. He spouts them out to me every day.
Mm-hmm. So pretty much they were trying to find some suitcase or whatever, and that had the Pokemon in it, and was vaguely a misunderstanding on her part, like when she attacked me, but
I think they're bad people, so I think she has to go to jail.
I don't know that, like, I
don't think she's technically committed any crimes. Like, she probably could be questioned, but I don't think she's technically committed a crime.
No. I wasn't the one who broke in. That was my associate.
Well, now you've admitted you're an accomplice. Don't do that.
She wasn't. Well, I don't. Well, you can hand me over to the police, but I can just as easily say that you guys were working with the mafia. So.
I'm not working with the mafia. I'm not working with the mafia.
Then why are you using their room?
It's convenient.
It's a mafia room.
Hermes, what's it called? Hermes
he's not even rolling deception.
Duck doesn't even need to roll deception. He genuinely believes this. He's like, yeah. What do you mean? We were the bad guys?
This is a diner. This is a diner. What do you mean?
The woman that works.
It's a restaurant.
What? There are literally 2 mafia people outside right now.
Oh, so because they're fashionably dressed, they're mafia? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Antonio's fashion could maybe use a little work.
Okay, yeah, but he's still trying.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but I made an offer to him to give him some fashion chips, but he it rejected.
I think it's a bit sarcastically. Maybe try it again, but with more sincerity.
I was trying. I'm very sincere every time I talk. Do I really not come off as sincere?
Sometimes.
Oh, I'm trying my best.
You'll get there eventually.
I do not work for the Mafia. I'm an honest arrow. Or Boy Scout.
That sounds like a hero name.
Ooh, maybe we can work that into our team name somehow.
Honest arrow.
I mean, what? So if he's Honest Arrow, my rap name was like the Patronus, and your breakdancing dad.
No, I am not being. I will not name myself Breakdancing Dad knowingly. No.
We've all got hero names already.
No,
There's a knock on the
It
door.
was meant to be.
What?
Oh,
What do you
great.
want?
Are you done?
No.
No, we need like one more moment or two. Yes, okay.
5
we're
minutes.
almost there.
Get 5 minutes.
Okay.
I got some questions for Danny Boy. I'll never hear the end of this.
5 minutes.
Wait a minute. I go to the vet and scream, Danny Boy!
You
I knew it.
you see jumping in through an open window. Whoop! Hello.
Oh god, that window was open this entire time. We need to close that
Different
window.
open window. Different open window.
What do you
No,
mean?
I like to
different
assume
open
he-
window?
I like to assume the window just opened for him. Like, it's out of nowhere just open. And it
Yeah.
closed
The
back
window
behind
You
him.
just see
was
the
his
you just
bid
see the
up.
Dino open the window for him and then just close.